Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where Edutainment explains it. Like that coffee cup there. All your old school taped favorites. I like that. How many of them did you have? Anyway, it's not what we're doing today. We're doing Absolute Wonder Woman number 5, Transformation and Manifestation. We're going to get into it right away. But first, let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, like this right here on a Saturday, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling to put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Edutainment. Absolute Wonder Woman number 5, Transformation and Manifestation. Why do I give it that subtitle? Sit back, keep reading, keep looking, and it will be all explained to you. Because it's entertainment, of course. All right. So last issue, we saw Wonder Woman grow her sword really, 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 really big and chop the hell out of this Lovecraftian creature known as the Tetracide. We're thinking, well, damn, she just chopped a big chunk out of this thing. So the fight should be over, right? She's calling her sword back to her and everything. The fight should be a wrap, right? Nah. The military wants to get involved, and they are firing missiles at the thing. So I guess that's what the Oval Office meant about we got a bigger problem last issue that we got to deal with. Wonder Woman don't look so happy with those missiles hitting the Tetracide, because now those same 3 missiles are flying into the city. So can't use that kind of attack on the Tetracide. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman is scrambling to use a little bit of magic and throw the missiles off their course before they go into the city and hit anything. And there's 4 of them. And she nails 3 of them and manages to redirect them. But she's freaking out about the 4th one. But she don't need to, because her Pegasus got the 4th one. She thanks Hecate. She thanks Pegasus. But now she know this ain't gonna work. Y'all can't keep shooting missiles and then having them ricocheting into the city and hurt the very people we're trying to protect. So Wonder Woman catches up to that jet and simply says, don't do that. I said, don't do that. And I guess they're intimidated by the big flying Amazon and say, yes, ma'am. So back to the Tetracide, which seems to be healing itself from that devastating attack. Which takes us into part 5 of 5 about the last Amazon. Absolute Wonder Woman is brought to you by Kelly Thompson, writer, and Hayden Sherman, artist. That art, again, like I said, that art reminds me of something I saw in like a dispensary or like a shop where they sell like incense and places like. Anyway, here we again have a flashback where Diana is having a conversation with her mom, and she's getting yet another lasso. So this Wonder Woman has not 1 but 2 lassos. And since that lasso has a really hard name to pronounce and it looks more like symbols than letters anyway, Diana refers to it as sacrifice. So that's what we're going to call the green lasso. The green lasso is sacrifice. The red lasso is nemesis. Got it? Good. Okay. And so she's being told that this lasso can allow her to transform into anything. That's a pretty damn good lasso. If I were given the choice of a lasso that makes everybody tell the truth or a lasso that can transform people into anything, guess which lasso I'm taking. And let's not forget, again, in Absolute Wonder Woman, Diana's mother is Hippolyta. I'm sorry, in regular Wonder Woman, her mother's Hippolyta. In Absolute Wonder Woman, mom is Cersei. Stop and think for a second. Mythological and comic book Cersei, who you have seen, and what does she do all the time? Yeah, let's move on. And here we are, her dealing with some of the enemies and foibles and monsters and whatnots that she's facing on Hell Island, and she's getting her ass handed to her because I don't think she fully understands the power of sacrifice. And her mom is trying to tell her that. Sometimes you got to be hard on people. Sometimes you got to be ruthless. Sometimes you got to do some stuff that doesn't feel comfortable, even though it is for the greater good. And her mom kind of chews her butt, and she doesn't like that. But then she's like, either mama don't care or mama can't see. And at that moment, the goddess Hecate manifests and shows herself to Diana. See, transformation and manifestation. I didn't just make that title up randomly. Anyway, Hecate helps her to see, baby, your mama has your best interest in mind. Are you doubting that your mama has your best interest in mind? No, Diana doesn't doubt that Cersei has her best interest in mind. So she tells her, what's the problem then? Goddess, I I trust you implicitly, but something tells me she frequently tells me I shouldn't do things, but not because she's lying, but because I'm too trusting. So it's not that Cersei is dishonest. It's that Diana trusts too much. And she fears that she may not be able to wield the weapon. But Hecate reminds her, girl, your mama Cersei, the mistress of transformations, the one who makes folks turn into different things, as well as herself. Why are you doubting that power? And she goes back and she lets her mother know, Mama, forgive me. I shouldn't have never doubted you. And of course, her mama gonna forgive her because that's her mama. Back to modern day Gateway City, where she says, okay, my mama trusts me. My mama had confidence in me. So I should have confidence in myself. So she takes sacrifice, wraps sacrifice around her arm, and what does she begin to transform into? Oh my goodness, Diana's turning into a monster. But not just any monster, y'all. Medusa. Ooh. And anybody, as we well know from Percy Jackson and Clash of the Titans, and if you read Greek mythology, anyone who makes eye contact with Medusa, oh my God, she's turned into a monster, is what Etta Candy, Steve Trevor, and Barbara Minerva are tripping on. Why is she turning into that monster? And what is that monster? And they break it down and explain to her it's Medusa. The curse of Medusa is anyone who looks her in the eye gets turned to stone. Yay. Diana saves the day a freaking again. You're welcome, ungrateful man's world. But then the issue becomes she's transformed into Medusa. So right now, she ain't Diana. She's Medusa. Ooh, that might not be good either. But how are we going to get her to turn back is what her friends are wondering. Steve's like, that ain't no problem. I'm going to just go out there and talk her down. So is Steve Trevor going to get murdered by Medusa? Nah, he puts on a blindfold, goes out there and gets right up in her face and reminds her of who she is fearlessly. And she turns back into Diana. That's all she needed was help from a friend to remind her of who she was. And she said, I'm not done. I'm not done. That tetracide might be turned into stone, but I want it turned into dust. So with one mighty Amazonian punch, she makes it up. And she is thankful. She is thanking all of the gods for this victory. She's thanking Artemis for the skill. She's thanking Hestia for the truth and the faith. She's thanking Aphrodite for allowing her to see with love. She's thanking Demeter for the circle of life and mother to us all. She's thanking Athena. She's thanking everybody. Oh, but she can't forget Hera. She can't forget Hecate. She's thanking everybody. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to thank all the people that made your victory possible. Now, when her friends join her outside, everybody's rejoicing and having a good time. But out of nowhere, a flaming hand comes out of the ground and snatches Diana down under. And I don't mean to Australia. And the next issue is called Hell is What You Make of It. Yikes. So why, pray tell, was Diana snatched down into the underworld? Could this be the actions of someone in the underworld that don't like her? Could this be the actions of Pluto, Hades? Could this be the actions of Ares, who we know in Prime DC universe, she's got major beef with Uncle Ares all the time? Or maybe there's something else going on. Is it Cersei? Is it Hecate? And is this an aggressive snatch? Those are questions we got to ask ourselves. Those are questions that will most likely be answered in the next review of Absolute Wonder Woman, which will probably be issue number 6. Not probably. It'll be issue number 6. Five comes before 6. Okay, y'all. That is it for now, but fret not, I will be coming at you with another one. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.